For my presentation, I did wearable lactate threshold predicting device is valid and reliable in runners. Intro. So the purpose of the study was to determine if a non-invasive wearable lactate threshold device, WLT, is reliable and valid for runners. So lactate threshold is defined as the rate in which lactate accumulates in the blood at a faster rate than which it can be removed. Lactate threshold is the upper limit at which you can perform high intensities or long durations for physical activity. Once you meet your lactate threshold, you either stop or slow down. This is an important metric for runners because in order to run fast or long distances, their body must run as efficient as possible. Methods. Subjects. There were 14 participants, 7 males and 7 females. They had to be free from injury and medication that could hinder their ability to perform a maximal effort exercise. Tests were performed the same time of day, 24 hours apart. Instruments. The WLT device is housed in a compression sleeve and it's fitted over the gastrocnemius muscle in the calf. The WLT device was compared with gold standard LT methods via blood sampling to determine if the WLT device was valid and reliable. Here's a picture of the device over the calf. Procedure. WLT software predetermined the protocol stage workloads via information about the participants' fitness levels. So the test was done on a treadmill to exhaustion. It consisted of 3-minute stages of increasing workloads, and then 4 stages had to be completed for a successful prediction of lactate threshold. So the first stage was a walking stage at 4.8 kilometers, followed by the workload stage at 9.3 to 11.7 kilometers, and then the stages after that would be increased by 0.3 to 1.1 kilometers until participants were unable to maintain the workload, and then expired gas variables were collected every 15 seconds during the test, and then the last 10 seconds of the test, and then a minute after, blood samples were taken to compare the wearable lactate threshold device against the gold standards of blood sampling for lactate threshold. Results. So the test versus the gold standards, the WLT device was compared against 5 lactate threshold gold standards and had an ICC ranging from 0.8 to 0.98, meaning that it was nearly perfect. For retest and test reliability, they had one device on one calf and the other device on the other calf. So the WLT both had an ICC of 0.97 for inter and intra reliability, meaning it was almost perfect. The CV for both tests were 1.2, and then the TEM for both tests were 0.16. Conclusions. So the authors said the CV of the inter and intra device of 1.2 suggests that the wearable lactate threshold device is highly reliable. The WLT also showed high levels of agreement through ICCs compared to gold standards. Conclusion. The WLT device appears to be valid and reliable in accurately predicting the measuring of lactate threshold in runners. Practical applications. The WLT device offers a non-invasive way for coaches to accurately predict and measure lactate threshold of their athletes.